We gon' laugh, we gon' cry, yeah. Hey, through the pain we still grind, yeah. Hey, I see they ways, still act blind, yeah. Hey, and take the blame every time, yeah. What's happening, y'all? Welcome back with my channel. It's Nefertiti, and I'm back with another video. Hey, another video. You're probably like, girl, where you been? Listen. Sorry, I'm taking a little bit longer to upload my videos. You know, I have another channel, which will be in the description below. I would like for you guys to subscribe to that channel. I've been editing videos for that channel to upload on there. And I just uploaded the video, so make sure you go watch it. I did a reaction video to a man who has a death sentence from killing somebody. So that's a good one. However, I've been getting behind on my time. Like, I've been working, and sometimes I work till 1, 2 in the morning. And then I'm like, dang, I'm too tired to do this and that. But I'm trying to keep up, y'all. I promise y'all, I'm not slacking. Hold on, I had to put the bling on. Every time I come around your city, bling, 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 bling. Sing, sing, got the ching, ching. Okay, so you guys seen the title and you know what the topic is for today. And not being easily offended. Woo! That's a tough one. Because people can get on our nerves. I know that. Y'all, I'm going to tell you something. So before I make these videos, I always pray and I always ask God, Lord, put a topic on my heart so I can talk to your people about. Y'all, he always gives me topics that I'm struggling with, which is probably a good thing because it's helping me at the same time as it's helping y'all. But just so y'all know, I ain't gonna say we're in the same boat, but baby, I'm in there with y'all. I'm learning right with y'all. Okay? I am. I always pray and ask God to speak through me. So, you know, He's teaching me just like He's teaching y'all. So anyways, I have a few scriptures as well to help. But y'all, this is a challenging thing to not be offended by people, especially if it's a person that you care about, especially if it's friends, especially if it's people like on the internet. You know, it's so hard to not be easily offended because nowadays it just seems like people just want to come at your neck. They want to come at the way you talk. They want to come at the way you walk, the way you look, the way you wear your hair, who you hang out with, what kind of car you drive, how much money you have. People always have something to say. And that's the thing about life. People are always going to have something to say. So since we know that is a fact, that people are always going to have something to say, that should help us not take things to offense so easily. It says don't be easily offended. It doesn't say don't be offended. It just says don't be easily offended. So that means you can't let little things get to you all the time. We have to learn when to brush things off our shoulders and keep them moving. And we have to learn when to react to something or when to respond to something. Because some things are meant to be responded to and some situations are meant to just let go. Okay, so I want to read you guys the scripture. This is Proverbs 19, verse 11. Sensible people control their anger. They earn respect by overlooking wrongs. Okay, that's just one. I have another one in Proverbs. Proverbs 12:16. A fool is quick-tempered, but a wise person stays calm when insulted. One more time, Proverbs 12:16. A fool is quick-tempered, but a wise person stays calm when insulted. Woo! Yeah, I try to read this scripture like every day if I can. I really do, because I'm like, oh, honey, because I do get easily offended. I do, because people be trying to come at my neck, and I just be like, who? And then here's my problem. I over-explain myself too much. I try to, no, this is what it is. No, no, we don't need to keep getting to that point. There's a time to explain things, and there's a time to just let things go. We have to know when to let things go, all right? So there's this quote. It says, we can't control what others do, but we can control the way we respond to what they do. That's deep. So we may not be in control of what they say to us. We may not be in control of what they do or what they try to do, but we are in control of how we respond. And we don't always have to respond in a negative way. Sometimes if a person's trying to offend you, they might just purposely, you have people that try to purposely offend you. So you might, you're feeling yourself, you got a nice outfit on, you walking out the house and you got somebody like, why are you wearing that? That don't even look right. That's not even cute. Well, you thought it was cute, so that's why you put it on. This is not for them, this is for you. So if you know that they're just trying to get to you, you already know they're trying to get under your skin, let it go. Just let it go. because this is what I wanted to wear. You know, that's that. Keep it moving. And you don't always have to explain yourself either. So we have to know when and when not to respond. You know what I'm saying? Everything doesn't have to have a crazy reaction. You don't have to snap about every little thing. One thing we know for sure is that people are always going to have some criticism to say about us. But if we respond in anger and in fighting and rage all the time, they got what they wanted. They got out of us what they wanted out of us, and that was to get a reaction that they wanted. They want us to explode. They want us to feel some type of way, and we need to learn not to be easily offended, because in this world, people's going to come at our necks left and right. They're going to say stuff about us, and we have to be like, I'm going to let that go. I'm not going to hold on to that. And if you guys have watched my videos about forgiveness, I was talking about we have to learn to forgive people. This goes hand in hand with forgiving people. You know what? I'm not even going to take that to offense. I'm just going to forgive you. And also, we have to also understand where they're coming from, because sometimes people are saying things to us and they're not trying to offend us. We just get offended because we're easily offended, or we get a guilty conscience and now we feeling offended by what they said. So we also have to understand where a person's coming from. For example, so say for instance, you have a friend that means well. They're genuine with you, and they've always been genuine with you. They're always there for you. They love you, but they keep it real with you. Hey, listen, I love you, and you're my best friend, but you have a bad attitude, and I think you should work on it. And I'm not sure what's wrong with you. Like, if you need to talk, I'm here for you. Or if you need counseling, or if you need me to pray with you, I'll do that with you, but you have a bad attitude. That's not the time when you're like, don't come at my neck. What about you? What about you? Talking about I got a bad attitude, but you be walking around here talking all this stuff and gossiping. So how you gonna come at me? No. We're not talking about me. We're talking about you. But you have to think for a second. Hold on. Are they trying to offend me? Are they trying to criticize me? Are they trying to put me down? Or are they saying this because they genuinely care about me and they want to see me grow as a person? Okay? Because if you have people around you that's willing to correct you, that's willing to tell you what you're doing wrong, and you know who they are, you know that they're not nobody that's just trying to come at your neck, then that means that they're being genuine. So we shouldn't take offense to people who we know have our best interest at heart, even if it sounds like something that we don't want to hear. Now, if we know for a fact in our heart, in our mind, in our soul that what they're saying to us is not true, that's when we kind of got to let it go. Be like, what makes you feel like that? Or what makes you think that? They may tell you why they think that, and maybe they just had a misunderstanding. However, if they do tell you something about yourself, and you know deep down in your heart that they're right, man, just eat it. Just eat it. Because what you're doing is you can learn from that and you can grow from that. We shouldn't get upset when it comes to criticism. I used to always get upset. I would always be offended. I didn't want no one to tell me about myself. But how am I going to grow if no one corrects me? If I'm not corrected, how can I become a better person? So if you have people around you that's willing to correct you and you know that they love you, then we should take that to heed and be like, you know what? Maybe that is true. You have to think about it. Okay, if they tell you something about yourself and they say, oh, you have a bad attitude, before you start popping off at the mouth, think about it. Hey, dang, do I have a bad attitude? How do I speak to people? How do I respond to people? How do I respond to situations? Do I always get negative when things go wrong? Or do I try to find a positive outcome? You know what I mean? So think about it first. And if you know that it's true and you know that's something that you have to work on, just work on it. Do what you have to do. Y'all need my chapstick, y'all. Do what you have to do, okay? And work on it, okay? Now, for example, if you oh my God! For example, if you have somebody that is kind of like a low-key hater and always has something negative to say about anybody that comes around them, is always gossiping about people, is always putting people down, and they just have a negative motive, a wrong motive, okay? And then they say something to you like, ooh, girl, like, you need to get it together because, like, your life is a mess. Like, you think you doing something, working out and stuff like that, but, girl, give it up. Okay. I can see why you would feel some type of way, because it's like, girl, you're the same person that's always talking about people, same person that's always being negative, and the same person that's always having something negative to say about anything in any situation. So now you know, okay, you can think about it, okay, what she's saying true? Because now we know this is a certain type of person, so we know who it's coming from. So if you know that it's not true, don't receive it. One, you don't have to receive what people say to you if it's not true. Two, it's like, I'm gonna let you have that. I'm gonna brush that off. You can let them know about this too. Like, first of all, that's not how I be moving. You know, I love you, but honey, you be negative, and the way you coming at me, I know this is not how I move. That's not who I am. So if you know that's not who you are, you don't have to take heed to that. You don't have to accept that, and you do not have to receive that, because you have the people that genuinely care about you and care about you have your best interest at heart, and then you have people who don't. And when the people who don't have your best interest at heart, we have to learn to brush them off our shoulders. I'm telling you, because if we don't brush them type of people off our shoulders, then we're gonna let them get to us. It might upset you or might make you mad. However, if we can learn to practice not being easily offended, then it will be easier to not be offended, if you get what I'm saying. So the next time someone comes at you, even if they're coming at you left, and you know damn well that they're coming at you left for no reason, you can still be like, you know, just, you can hear what they say, but you don't have to receive it, and you can just brush it off like, oh, you got that. I ain't even about to argue with you. Or, you know what I'm saying? I'm not even about to let you make me mad. Because sometimes people wake up with an attitude and they just want you to have one too. You know, misery loves company. So people get to be miserable and they want you to be miserable too. And you don't have to. You can just be like, I'm not even about to feed into that. That's the goal, is to not feed into things that we don't need to feed into. There are certain things that we have to pay attention to. There are certain things we should take heed to. There are certain things that we should really work on. And there are certain things that we should just really brush off. So, again, when you're around people, so here's another thing. If you don't know a person and you don't know what their motive is, you don't know if they're trying to be genuine or not, and what they're saying to you is true, again, think about it. Is it true? If it's true, work on it. If it's not, brush it off. Let me tell y'all something. I have always been easily offended since I was younger, because I come from a family that likes to, well, they will put you down, talk about you, make fun of you all the time. And so I've always been insecure when it comes to people, because I've always been put down my whole life. So it made me be easily offended, and I would have a wall up, and I'm ready for you to say something to me so that I can come at you, like come back at you. Now, I don't always have the best comebacks, but I'll get smart with you. But as I'm learning, as God's teaching me to not be easily offended, I'm like, when I start to practice it, and when people say certain stuff about me and they want to say it to me because they want to get a reaction, and just because, you know, they're mad, and I just ignore them, I realize there's power in that. There's more power in not being easily offended than popping off at the mouth and coming at your neck and telling you about yourself. Now, there's times where you have to put people in their place, and that's just what it is. But we have to know when and when not to do things. That's the important part of this whole situation. Know when and when not to do it. But if you're following your gut, if you let God guide you, you will know when and when not to do things. You'll know when and when not to respond. You'll know how to respond. And here's another thing I know this may be tough, but this is something we have to practice. And when I say we, it's because it's me too. When a person does come at us left, and we know dang well that they are coming at us left, we have to learn to respond in a way that doesn't take us out of character. And even if that is your character, is to be we have to respond in a way where it don't faze us, and it's not making us mad on the inside. So if a person's coming at me left and and they're coming at my neck, I can respectfully put them in their place. First of all, we're not going to do that. That's not how I move. That's not what's going to do that. You know what I'm saying? And leave it at that. Don't get mad. Don't try to argue. If you have to walk away because they want to keep going off at the mouth, walk away. We have to get to that point where we have peace within ourselves, where we don't let other people's words and their actions affect us. Again, we can't control what they do or say. We can only control how we respond. Okay? And so here's another thing, y'all. And I know you're probably like, well, I'm just not there. I got some work to do. Or, you know what I'm saying? I'm not finna sit there and just let things go. Nobody's about to just If you decide to respond on every negative thing, I'm telling you, you're going to be exhausted. It's going to exhaust you, and it's going to get old in the long run, because it's like you just get so tired of people always coming at your neck, and then your feelings are going to be hurt, and you're going to feel some type of way on the inside. If you don't want to feel like that, if you don't want to be angry on the inside, if you don't want to be hurt or upset, we have to practice not being easily offended by what people say to us. Okay? And it's easy to be offended by what they do too, because sometimes people will do stuff to us out of spite and to get us upset. You know what I'm saying? If what they're doing is not super big and it's just they're being petty, you can ignore that. But if they're doing something that's out of line, again, you can put them in their place, but you don't have to lose your peace when you're putting a person in their place. So here's one thing that I do to help me try my best to not be easily offended. Now, I'm not saying that I don't fall into it, because guys, I do. There's times where I have. I'm gonna say I do because I'm trying not to. There's times where I have fallen into being easily offended. And sometimes I just be expecting people to offend me. People that always come on my neck, I just expect it. And I shouldn't expect it. So I'm already offended before they even say anything. I'm already offended before they even do anything. But you know what? I don't want to walk around with bitterness. I don't want to walk around with anger. And I don't want to walk around with no resentment. I don't want no grudges. And I don't want to have no unforgiveness in my heart for nobody. So I'm trying to practice this right here. So I pray to God, y'all, we ain't perfect. Okay, that's why you're watching this video, because you're trying to learn something. You're trying to grow in a certain area. I'm making this video because it's helping me too. And I watch videos too that help me. But I pray and I ask God, and I keep it real with God. And I'm trying to tell y'all, some people tell me I don't know how to pray. I don't know what to say. You hear people using them big words and stuff. You do not have to use them big words. God knows you. And he knows your heart. He's reading your heart. So you don't gotta be like, hey, yo, God, let me tell you something. No. Hey, Lord, I come before you today and I just feel some type of way. Talk to him like you're talking to your friends. Talk to him like you're talking to your mom or whoever the case may be. And just be like, Lord, I come before you and I'm just feeling some type of way. Like, I always feel some type of way when people come on my neck, and I don't want to be like this no more, Lord. Can you please help me? Show me. Guide me on how to not be easily offended, Lord. Protect my heart so that whenever I come around people, that it doesn't make me mad when they say or do certain things. That I learn to brush it off. That I learn how to respond without losing my peace. I promise you, he'll teach you. But here's the thing. God's going to give you the tools. You have to pick them up and use them. Just stop thinking that God's just going to be handing y'all stuff and you don't have to do your part. You have to do your part. So make sure you're doing your part. He's going to give you a tool. And you're going to pick that tool up and you're going to use it. Okay, so he's giving me tools. I've asked him to help me to not be easily offended. And so he's giving me scriptures. Opened up my Bible and I have a lot of scriptures on it. So not just the 2 scriptures I read. I'll read another one for y'all, right? Let's see. Here's another one. This is a good one. Leviticus 19:18. Do not seek revenge or bear a grudge against a fellow Israelite, but love your neighbor as you love yourself. I am Lord. He's saying, don't try to get revenge on them people. Don't sit there and let your heart ponder on it and think about it and talk about it and call all your friends and call all your family and keep on keeping it on and letting it grow in your heart, and now you got a grudge. The quicker you let it go, the quicker it's easier to forgive somebody, so that way you don't have no unforgiveness in your heart and no grudges in your heart. Resentment and forgiveness is very tough, but if you don't practice it every day, it will consume you. And I have to practice this every day, because there's times where I find myself wanting to have a grudge against people, and I still be having grudges, and I have to work on it every single day. Okay, so praying to God really helps. Like I said, y'all can talk to God like you're talking to your friends. Don't come at him. Don't cuss and stuff. Have respect. He's the king. He's Lord. He's God. Okay, creator. So remember who you're talking to. But understand that you don't have to use all them big words and stuff. He knows where your heart's at. He just wants you to be real. Be transparent. Don't act. And then here's another thing when you're talking to God. Be honest. Because here's the thing. He already knows what you're doing, what you mean when you say it. You can't lie to God. That's my thing. Don't even try to lie. Just be real. Whatever's going on in your heart, just be real about it. Lord, today I wanted to slap Becky. I did. I know it ain't right, but I wanted to smack her because she was talking off of, you know what I mean? Be real. I do that, Lord. Oh, Lord, I'm telling you, they was getting on my nerves. I'm telling you, Lord, help him. Lord, touch his heart. Lord, help me to be patient. Whatever the case may be, you can talk to him. and he's willing to listen. God is open arms, y'all. If you guys do not know God, if you guys never, really experienced God and you don't know if he's real, I encourage you to ask God. I encourage you to go to God and ask him, Lord, can you show me something? If you're real, show me something. Y'all open up your Bibles. Get a Bible if you don't have one. And if you've never, if you want to ask God into your heart, if you want to be saved, just say, Lord, I come before you, and I believe that you sent your son to die on the cross for us. And I believe that you rose from the dead and you came back to life. And I believe that you are a healer. I believe in all that you do, and I believe in you in Jesus' name, and you can be saved just like that. You don't have to go through all the stuff like that. You just have to believe that he died and he rose for us. You have to believe that. So I really hope that this helped. I know this is a longer video, but the more that God works on me, the more that God develops me, the more I talk. So hopefully, for those of you who've gotten this long, who's watched the whole video, thank you. But also thank yourself, because you're helping yourself get better. You're helping yourself grow, okay? I love you guys. God bless you guys. And you guys can, if you ever want to talk to me, or if you want to have someone to talk to, you guys can hit me up on all my social medias. They'll be in the description below. Subscribe to the channel if it's on your heart. If this is not for you, if this message was not for you, but if you know it's for somebody, somebody needs to hear this message, please tag them in this video or share this video to them or whatever. And to your grandma, your parents, your uncles, your aunties, your nieces, your nephews, your kids, anybody, baby. I'm here for them. I'm here for them all. Go on ahead and do that, all right? And make sure you guys like the video, so that way you guys, the algorithm, you'll see more videos like this and videos of me, your favorite YouTuber. All right, and be sure to subscribe and come watch the other channel. So this is my motivational channel. This is where I encourage and I uplift and we correct and we keep it real on this channel. But on the other channel, it's more fun. I'm doing challenges. I haven't really done pranks on that channel yet, but I'm going to be doing pranks. I've been doing reaction videos. That's my little thing lately, is the reaction videos, all types of videos. It's about to get real interesting on that channel, but make sure you stay tuned. So if you want a little bit of informative stuff and you want to get encouraged and you need to hear something or whatever the case may be, you need to work on something, come on this channel. But if you want a little bit of entertainment, some fun, come to the other channel. All right, y'all. God bless y'all. Stay blessed. Keep your head up. Hey. Forget what they talking. Let them talk. Because let me tell you something, baby. Whether you're alive or whether you're dead, people are always going to talk about you. So, it's not what they say. It's how we respond. Love you.